Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's the Deuce here. This is going to be my video for this epic weekend of professional wrestling. My predictions for NXT Takeover Brooklyn 2 and WWE's second biggest pay-per-view of the year after WrestleMania, Summerslam, the second straight year coming from the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. Sorry for the absence between videos, guys. I just don't really have the passion to do videos like I did years ago, and honestly, the IWC is just turning into such fucking complaining faggots. All the wrestling pages I follow on Facebook, all you see is people complain. No one's ever happy, ever, including with this recent draft. I've been enjoying the fuck out of it. Yeah, the shows may have not been that good so far. Do you know how happy I am to see red ring ropes and blue ring ropes again for their specific shows? And sure, the sets, they're not like they used to be, but hey, they're fucking different. They're different from each other now. Like, that's fucking enough for me. And all you idiots, some of you idiots, just all you do is fucking complain. Why do you continue to watch? Yeah, I'm complaining right now, but I'm complaining about the fucking losers who just complain about everything. Find every single fucking reason to bitch about something. So fucking irritating. Anyways, most of my videos when I do them are like 9-10 minutes, and I probably lose some viewers. I'm trying to fucking drink because it's been a frustrating fucking day. I'm working 3 to 10 tomorrow. I'm not going to be able to watch Takeover till I get home, which is fine with me because I like getting fucked up and watching wrestling. It's funner that way. Anyways, let's just do this. I'm going to give you quick thoughts on this and the winner for each match. Takeover Brooklyn 2 from the Barclays Center. We got Ember Moon versus Billie Kay first up on the card. I'm very much looking forward to this Ember Moon. I know she goes by Athena, her previous name. I get the feeling she's very athletic in the ring, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing her do work. Billie Kay is a good wrestler too, women's wrestler. She's been getting more TV time on NXT, but obviously this is just an enhancement match for her to just put over the new talent. Ember Moon for the win. Next we have, in a match I'm personally looking very much forward to, we have Andrade Cien Almas versus Bobby Roode. Glorious. I won't give in till I'm victorious. First of all, I will admit, the first time I heard that theme song, I was like, that's kind of whack. But I have it on fucking loop every time I listen to it. It's so fucking good. I love Bobby Roode. I was never a big TNA fan, still am not, but I always had my eye on him when he was in that company because I thought he could be like another Triple H. He has the look. Now he's got the short hair like Triple H, but he's got the look. He's a great fucking heel. I'm happy they're starting him as heel, and I love this glorious gimmick. Cien Almas, Andrade Cien Almas, don't have anything against him. I enjoyed his debut. He's won. He hasn't lost a match yet, I don't think. And yeah, this should be a good, entertaining match. I'm going to pick Bobby Roode to get the win because it's his first match in NXT. Next, we have the Revival, Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder versus Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa for the NXT Tag Team Championships. Looking forward to this match a lot. The Revival, I don't have any problem with them. They're a great tag team, but I think it's time they need to get called up to the main roster. They're a big tag team that could help Raw or SmackDown, whichever show they'd go to. And Gargano and Ciampa, I like these guys a lot. Johnny Wrestling and Ciampa, if given the opportunity, I bet he could play like a ridiculous, like just psycho heel. So I mean, they chant Psycho Killer at Full Sail, so I think they've beaten them in a non-title match to earn this, so I'm going with Johnny Wrestling and Tommaso Ciampa to win the tag team titles in a very good match, and this might be it for the Revival with NXT. Next, we have No Way Jose versus Austin and Aries. Looking forward to this match. Don't have anything against No Way Jose. It's a fun gimmick. I'm not sure how it'll do on the main roster, but obviously NXT it works. And I like his aggressive side, to be honest. And Austin Aries, another guy. He and Rude were the two guys in TNA I always wanted to see come to WWE, and man, I'm happy they're here. And Aries, I'm a big fan of his too. I love his heel work. And when he attacked No Way Jose after he was, fake dancing with him, it was fantastic to up this feud. No Way Jose hasn't lost either, but I think Aries needs this win. I'm going to go with my man A-Double in a good match. And then we have Asuka versus Bayley for the NXT Women's Championship. Asuka beat Bayley for the title back in April in NXT TakeOver Dallas. This should be a pretty good match. I think this is going to be better than their first one because the first one could have been a lot better. It was still good, but it wasn't as good as, Bayley and Sasha at TakeOver last year. Picking Asuka to retain and Bayley's going to come up to the main roster very soon. Should be a good match. And then the main event, we have Samoa Joe versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the NXT Championship. Go Pats, by the way. I can't believe football's right around the fucking corner. Sorry, I just got an alert from ESPN. I was reading it. Anyways, so Joe versus Shinsuke for the NXT title. This should be a very fucking good match. I'm happy they're pushing Shinsuke right away. I mean, the guy is just unbelievable. He speaks English, obviously not the best, but he's so fucking charismatic. He doesn't even need to talk that much. And Joe, I love Samoa Joe, another guy, when he was in TNA. Oh, sorry, I'm sitting at an uncomfortable angle. TNA, I had respect for him, and he's a great wrestler. So Joe versus Nakamura for the NXT title. This should be a pretty hard-hitting match, back and forth, a lot of physicality, and I got a feeling Shinsuke is going to win. I really do, and I think it's time for Bayley and Joe to come up to the main roster. So I don't think Joe's going to retain. He's held the title for a solid 4 months now. I think in 4 or 5 months, and I don't know. I think Shinsuke. I think it's his time. They're going to push him to the fucking moon, and he'll eventually get called up to the main roster, but not yet. So Shinsuke to win the NXT title. Those are my NXT Takeover predictions. I have them written on the card. So next we go Summerslam the next night, and this might be overshadowed by Takeover Brooklyn like it kind of was last year. But anyway, first match, Cesaro versus Sheamus. Mick Foley announced on Raw this past Monday they're going to compete in a best-of-7 series. This has been done before, Benoit or Booker T, I think, in the past. And yeah, so these two are good workers. I knew they were going to do something together. They've been working a lot together lately on Raw. So it's the first of best 7. I'm not really sure if there are any other stipulations. Someone correct me if there are. But I'm going with Cesaro, to be honest. And he deserves so much fucking better. And I'm a Sheamus fan, too. I know a lot of people don't like him. I think he's a fucking solid wrestler. He's always been a workhorse. And I'm picking Cesaro to take this one, to be honest. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go with Sheamus. Scratch that. I'm going with Sheamus to take this first one. I know a big stage, SummerSlam, but I think they're going to pull a swerve and have Sheamus. So Sheamus takes the first match. Then we have Carmella, Naomi, Becky Lynch versus the Hobag. Eva Marie, Natty, and Alexa Bliss. Well, this might be a handicap match now because that fucking stupid bitch got suspended. I couldn't be happier. I hate Eva Marie so much. She's trash. Anyone who defends her doesn't have a fucking clue what they're talking about, because if you've watched her for 2 seconds, I swear to you, this woman cares more about she cares more about putting in more work for her entrance than she does putting in work for her actual ring work. All she cares about how she looks. She looks terrible. She did all that training with Brian Kendrick for what, bitch? For what? Did you train to suck dick? You probably did, and your mom probably taught you that, but you really need to do porn. Anyways, so maybe they'll play a replacement for her. I don't know. Hopefully this is on the fucking pre-show. But I'm going to go with the faces. Carmella and Naomi's a face now all of a sudden. I don't know where the fuck that came from. Becky versus, so the faces to get the win. Who cares? Rusev versus Roman Reigns for the U.S. title. I like this feud. I am not a Reigns fan at all, but I have no problem with him in the mid-card. So, you know what? I'm going to pick him to beat Rusev. Rusev's been a good U.S. champ his second time around. Picking Reigns to go over, though. Enzo and Big Cass versus Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho. Interesting tag team match. I was wondering what they're going to do with KO and Jericho. And, you know what? Enzo and Cass, they've been hot, and it's in Brooklyn. I'm going with Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho, the Canadians, Team Canada. I don't know why. I think they need the move. Kenzo and Cass are going to do work in the future, but I think KO and Jericho should get this win. By the way, I've been watching Raw on the WWE Network all of 2003. Probably my favorite year. Jericho was such a good fucking heel. It's unreal. I hadn't seen some of these episodes in so long. The network is fantastic. But Jericho circa 02-03 was just a fucking fantastic heel. Such an egotistical, arrogant prick. So yeah, Jericho and Owens win that. Then we have The Miz versus Apollo Crews for the IC title. I'm going with Apollo. I hope he wins. I'm a big fan of his. I did think he was in NXT. He wasn't in NXT long enough, but I wanted to give him on the main roster, I guess. I thought he should have been a short, if albeit NXT title run, but Miz has held the title since WrestleMania, so IC title, I'm going with Apollo. Big stage, his first title. I think the crowd's going to be behind him. He'll get a big pop. The New Day versus Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows for the WWE Tag Team titles. Looking forward to this match. I love Gallows and Anderson. That doctor bit they did a few weeks ago. Yeah, the test results were nuts. Yeah, it did give me a little testy. Hilarious shit, after they broke Big E's dick and all that. I think they're going to win. New Day's, they're the longest reigning WWE Tag Team champions in history, surpassing London and Kendrick, so... But I'm going with Gallows and Anderson. I think it's their time. They need to fucking own the tag team division like they did in Japan. Give these guys the fucking pennies. And get new belts, please. Then we have John, the first of like 4 main events. This card is fucking absurd, dude. This actually may be equal to TakeOver, might better. This SummerSlam, one of the best I've seen in years. Cena, I'm not sure how much time I have left on my video, so I'm going to go quick. Cena versus Styles, I'm picking AJ. Best of 3, I think Cena's going to put him over. Lesnar and Orton, I'm going with Randy. RKO, first match, big match back. Lesnar, he doesn't need to fucking win. He's going to be in more title matches, even though he's a part-timer. I love Brock, but give Randy the win. And it looks like he's been having a great time since he's been back. Apparently, I've heard his mind is like cleared. He did a bunch of rehab when he was out because he just still had some problem with pills. But, Vince apparently is very happy with Orton. He looks happy, motivated, picking Randy. Still my boy. Sasha versus Charlotte for the women's title. Sasha to retain in what should be a very, very good match. Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins for the Universal title. I hate that fucking name. Why can't it just be the World Heavyweight Championship? Anyways, should be a fucking fantastic match. We got a sneak preview of the Demon King this past Monday in Raw. I don't know if it's just me, but Finn's promo work since he's got called up has been miles better than it was in NXT. I don't know what it is, but he's been fantastic. Love that bit where he kind of educated the fans on the Irish folklore about his tales and, the name, legend to his name and all that. I'm going to pick... I'm going to pick Seth Rollins to win this, to be honest. I love Seth and Finn, but I think they need a heel champion. I think he's going to win a fantastic match. And then we have Dean Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler for the WWE title. Dean Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler, main eventing SummerSlam for the WWE title. Or WWE World title, whatever they call it now. Who would have ever fucking thought? I love Dean. Dolph is still my fucking boy. I'm so happy he's getting this, revived push. Sorry, Dash Dawson. He so fucking deserves it. This is going to be an excellent, excellent wrestling match. Hard-hitting, physical. Both guys going to leave it all out there. I'm going with Dolph, man. Dolph to walk out of the fucking pay-per-view SummerSlam with the strap, the WWE title. Dolph the fucking champ, baby. So, yeah, guys, those are my predictions for WWE SummerSlam 2016 and NXT TakeOver Brooklyn tomorrow night. Enjoy the fucking shows. I am so fucking pumped. I can't wait. I will be back some point this weekend to talk about both shows and review, if not Monday. So, enjoy your weekend, guys. Enjoy the wrestling. I'm out. Peace.